So I'm just showing a physical player mat just to kind of because it has more information on it. The digital game doesn't tell you certain things like before mentioned the upgrade action. So the way an upgrade action works is on your turn you start and you can do this is particular to the mechanical one. I can pay one, do the trade action to get 2 resources, or I can um, get some popularity. But what you see here is there's this kind of slight indentation on some of these points, and that's because when the game board's set up, these things have cubes blocking them, so you can't see them. So if I did an upgrade, which is this action, I paid 2 oil, and then what I can do is I can take any kind of look at any of these things, and I can improve them by removing um, the cube blocking here and then putting it somewhere along the bottom, so it improves the effect and it deducts the cost of something down here. So I could make it so that my mechs only cost 2 steel instead of 3. That's kind of how the upgrade works. But the game doesn't show you how many times something can be improved. Like for example, on this mat, it just shows me 3 oil. It doesn't show me, well, that could potentially be 1 oil, but actually, from here it's quite obvious that the cheapest I can make this is 2. So I think that's a bit poor. Also, can explain a little bit better the enlist action, which on the right hand side here is the this one here. So what that does is there's these sort of corner points here. So what happens is you're effectively picking up a token on this one of these bottom slots, and you're putting it on your player mat. Now I'm terrible content creator. On the player mat it has 4 options. One of them is to increase your money by 2, get 2 action cards, get 2 popularity, or get 2 military power. So it's like an instant payment. So you pull the counter up from here on the bottom, you put it on the player mat, and you get paid the thing, one of those 4 things. But what that means then is for the rest of the game, so it's got this little icon sort of showing you like this is related to everyone else that's playing the game. If anyone else does this bottom row action, so say if I'd remove the token here, if anyone builds a mech, I get paid 1 coin. Or if I'd chosen to enlist this token here, then whenever one of my neighbours does a build action, then I get popularity. So it's kind of like a sort of passive interaction with your neighbours. That's what this enlist action does. The other things is the other stuff, buildings. So there's 4 buildings, and they start off on your player mat occupying these spaces here. So this one is a monument. This one is that one's a like armory or something. Doesn't really matter what it's called. This is a monument. This is a mine, and this is a mill. So the mine, it's kind of explained here. It allows you to move from it to any of the mine tunnels that are marked on the board with a red exit, as you can see here. And some of these other ones. So if I built the monument, then whenever I do the bolster, I get popularity. If I'd built the armory, whenever I do trade, I get military power. And then this mill counts as another square that I can produce goods on. So if you build a mill on a location, then the mill generates something. Seems a bit daft that a mill can spit out some oil or a piece of steel, but it kind of counts as another worker and also produces on a tile.